Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we are returning to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, a currently released game, I can't really say upcoming anymore, which allows you to design ships and fight wars in the age of sort of pre-Dreadnoughts through to World War II-ish time frame. We are playing a 1890 start date. We are playing as the Spanish Empire, and we are in the midst of a war against the United States, a war that was going poorly until our last episode, or our last turn, where we fought 3 battles and won 2 and drew 1. We sank like 4 American armored cruisers, I think, and maybe lost a light cruiser or 2. I don't know exactly how many, because the game doesn't seem to have any kind of mechanic that tells you what your casualties have been in the war or what the opponents have been. At least not as far as I can tell. I do know that we are heavily outnumbered in terms of ships. The Americans have 12 battleships, 31 armored cruisers, 41 light cruisers, and 51 torpedo boats against our 4, 31, 31, 37. Things are reasonably, or I guess I'd say they're close enough for us to be dangerous in all of the categories except battleships. But we're also like fighting an enemy that has part of its navy in the Pacific, a not inconsiderable amount. You can see they've got a battleship there, they've got an armored cruiser here, another armored cruiser there, another armored cruiser down here. So like they've got at least a fair degree of ships that are maybe trying to either transit around South America to come deal with us, or just ships that are currently permanently deployed in the West Coast, which we don't have to deal with. Now, that being said, we have not deployed all of our troops or all of our ships into the American theater because, frankly, we don't have enough supplies or whatnot in our ports in Cuba to support ourselves over there. One thing I did realize, though, I was wrong. I thought ships could only transit from port to port and then existed in being in sea zones, but you can actually deploy them to a sea zone that you don't have a port in. And so what we can do here is I formed up the main bulk of our sort of our home squadron, if you will, four battleships. What was it all? 4 battleships, 5 armored cruisers, 8 light cruisers, and 6 torpedo boats. And we're going to go ahead and we are going to send these guys off the American East Coast. Now, this is pretty unrealistic. The Spanish, even if they had the ships in this era, you really, if you were going to operate off an enemy coast at this distance, you would need bases close by so you could coal and things like that. I'm curious to see how hard it'll be, but we're going to go ahead and deploy these guys to the eastern North Atlantic, kind of off the Norfolk and Wilmington, and see what the Americans, what they do against us. We know that the Atlantic, let's go ahead and do this. We're just going to right click, move all ships, and then you can see the arrow, they're going to move over here. Now, the Eastern North Atlantic American squadron appears to have 4 battleships, 8 armored cruisers, 10 light cruisers, and 17 torpedo boats. So that would give us a pretty even fight if we do end up fighting the whole squadron. But battles are randomly generated, so we may just have subsets of those squadrons fight. I assume that fuel levels and other things like that will play a role. You can see all these guys just left port, so their fuel's at 100. But I don't know what happens. Like if you get to 0, do the ship sink? Are they stranded there? Like how does that work? Because we don't have enough port facilities in Cuba really to handle those guys in any kind of permanent basis. One other thing I'm going to do, because I'm hoping maybe it will lead to raiding enemy shipping, is I'm going to go ahead and move some of these ships in Havana into the Gulf of Mexico, because there's no enemy shipping there as far as I can tell. We have 1 ship that's currently repairing, but we're going to go ahead and move these guys into the Gulf of Mexico because there's no American ships here. It's off of Pensacola and Tampa. So I'm hoping maybe we can raid those enemy commerce, you know, whatever is going on in the Gulf. I don't know if that's how the game works. We'll find out, I guess, and see if that's something we can do. We're going to keep some of our shipping here at Guantanamo Bay and in Santiago, Cuba, however, to make sure that that we don't give the Americans too easy of a task of overwhelming the squadrons in Cuba. We also do have 4 light cruisers that are on the way to Cuba. Not sure exactly how many more turns it's going to take them. Doesn't seem to tell me. It looks like they're about halfway there. And then I think we had another squadron of maybe torpedo boats that was headed that way. I'm not really sure. And then we've got 8 armored cruisers and 7 CLs and 2 torpedo boats. So let's go ahead and move these guys over to the Caribbean. I assume since they're cruisers, they'll have better range. We'll leave the torpedo boats behind. And see if we can operate in the Caribbean against the American fleet, which apparently they have 4 battleships there as well in that particular section of sea. We haven't seen any of them in any battles yet, though. So we'll see how this all plays out moving forward. And, you know, one other thing we could do is, and I'm not sure exactly how the map is not rounded. So like, hey, the map ends here. But we do have a fleet of cruisers in the Philippines. So I'm actually going to, because these guys have, I think, decent range. I'm going to go ahead and send these guys to the American West Coast. And we'll see if that, maybe they can do some damage there. I guess we'll send 3 armored cruisers and 2 light cruisers. Yeah, it looks like they will move this way too, off the American West Coast. So we'll see what we can do with those guys and if it hurts American commerce at all or whatever. But yeah, that's the current situation in May of 1895. We're currently building like 20 some ships or something like that. We do still have a huge naval budget and amount of funds in the bank, but we don't have really a ton of shipbuilding capacity at the moment. So we're kind of limited with being able to expand the fleet too much. And we are also expanding our docks, or will begin expanding our docks this turn. Research, meanwhile, we are researching submarine experiments to try and get submarines that we can use. I know that slows everything else down, but that is a priority. And then also hull construction as well, to unlock additional hulls and things like that. We aren't using the 3rd free priority at the moment because I don't see anything else that's like close enough that it would really help a whole lot. Like maybe torpedo propulsion. That could help our torpedoes generally, but that hasn't really been a primary issue in the war so far. So I'd rather kind of have a more balanced approach to getting explosives and shells and internal protection. Small guns will be ready in 3 months anyway, so we'll have Mark II 4-inch guns, better 4-inch guns. So that'll be nice. Maybe we'll refit our light cruisers that we're building now with 4-inch guns, or maybe we'll just build a 4-inch gun cruiser. That's one of my favorite things to do in Rule the Waves, is build like stupid huge amounts of 4-inch gun cruisers. We kind of went heavier with the 5s and 4 mixture in our most recent class, but like an all 4.1-inch gun cruiser could be pretty devastating, I think, especially in commerce rating type battles. Anyway, let's go ahead and end the May turn and see what June has in store for us. So we've got an ambush battle. It looks like it's generated over here. So we've got at least one battle to fight. I'm assuming we're the ones being ambushed. Okay, so China's directly provoking us. What are the politics there again right now? Spain is -100 with America, which means war. 11 with China. So we actually have positive relations with China. -44 with Japan. And -21 with the British. 38 with France and 23 with Germany. Let's go ahead and try to improve our relations with Japan, because I don't want to go to war with someone else, and they're the most likely to go to war with us. We have an ambush off the east coast of America, 2 Spanish CAs versus 2 American TBs. I don't know what ships are there because it says nothing is in the eastern North America yet. So I don't know if they're being drawn up from the Gulf, maybe, because there's 4. No, I'm really not sure. Maybe it's just automatically putting our ships over here in position already. I don't know. In any event, we've got a nice little battle here. 4 American torpedo boats versus 2 Spanish armored cruisers. We are winning the war at the moment, 7,000 victory points to 4,500. And so this will help a little bit, I think. So let's go ahead and fight another battle. I'm curious how peace works too. Like, can you demand certain territories, or do you have to take over certain territories? Anyway, let's go ahead and fight. I don't trust the AI to auto-resolve this. Like, I feel like they'd be like, hey, we're going to sneak in and sink you. Also, it looks like we've got one of our new armored cruisers in action here, as well as one of the older ones, just based off the displacement there. Smoke spotted to the east. So we'll turn that direction. The Maria Juan is one of my designs. One of my superior designs you can see here. She has a sensical armament. A broadside of, what, 6 8-inch guns, 2 on each flank and 4 and aft of the sort of a midship region, and then 1 in the aft of the ship, nothing in the front. And then we've also got 5-inchers, a battery of, what, 6 of those? 3 on the broadsides and turrets. 1 at midships, and then 1 fore and 1 aft of the funnels. And then we also have some 2-inch, I'm assuming those are casemates. I don't really see them on the... Yeah, there they are. They're casemates there. So pretty decent armament. No torpedoes, which I feel like in this era, so far what I've seen is torpedoes are really good. And then we've got the stupid AI design of like super heavy guns up front, mixed calibers on the back, 5 turrets shoved on the back of this guy, just asking for a magazine to send the whole damn thing up. All right, so smoke is spotted to the east. We'll see if the enemy even engages us. We'll speed up here, so times 10. All right, so we're down to times 5. It'll be really annoying, by the way, if the AI triggers a battle that then we can't fight. Like, come on at me, torpedo boats. Let's engage. It's true that ships would run and whatnot and not fight if odds seemed too stacked against them, but you'd still think that if that was going to be the case, then it wouldn't have even triggered the battle, you know? But it's a balance, I guess. You want to give players some agency, and if we had faster ships, then maybe we could chase them down. Anyway. Do, 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 do. Smoke spotted to the east. Well, that's where I'm sailing. I wish I could see where the smoke was. Well, yes, the ships are rocking up and down a ton, but I will also add that we are moving at times 5 and times 10 speed, so that's going to amplify the actual, like, seesaw rocking motions here. I think they're getting further away from us, so I guess they're running away? Maybe we won't have a battle here? And so I'll take a sip of this fine, fine Dr. Pepper, official not sponsor of the Historical Gamer. Southeast. Hey, we wasted our time, we wasted our time. Hi-ho the Dario, we wasted our time. At least I think. I could be wrong. Oh my god, now it's back to the east. I saw a funny meme on the Steam community page where someone had that picture or that sort of still of the guy from LA Noire where he's like looking skeptical, and it says press X to doubt, and above it they put enemy smoke spotted to the east or whatever. And it was like, press X to doubt. Sorry, Mario. The princess is in another castle. Indeed. Well, we could go faster, but I don't think it would make a difference. These guys are torpedo boats, so they're like so much faster than us. So... if they don't want to fight, they don't want to fight, I guess. Suppose we could turn the other direction and just like let, I'm assuming, there we go, end battle. So it is a draw. There was 1 crew member lost. I'm assuming that was someone who was just previously injured and we haven't replenished the crew on those ships yet or something. What a waste of a perfectly good battle. If I was the AI, I would have brought my 4 torpedo boats in and charged to try and get a single armored cruiser. That is worth it for sure. All right, well, that was an uninspiring June. So next turn, here we go, I think. How's our fuel, by the way, on these guys? I'm going to have to keep a closer eye on this task force. 73, wow. We have to keep a closer eye because if we're gonna have to be able to refuel them somewhere. TBs ran. Sholo. Another battle looks like another ambush. It'll be funny if it's the same thing. Southern roads of Zimbabwe has been conquered by the British. They lost 6,000 men. Relations improve with Japan. Hell yeah. So the British are expanding their empire in Africa. What's the ambush? Ambush in the Gulf. All right, so we put our squadron down here. We've got 4 cruisers and 2 cruisers and 4 TBs. The enemy is ambushing us with 4 TBs, and we have 1 armored cruiser and 1 CL to fight. So let's see if they run again, huh? I guess if this one doesn't work out, we could always just do an auto resolve on the next ambush and see what happens. I just don't get why the game would say it's an ambush and then the enemy runs away, you know? I guess maybe they saw the smoke and they were like, all right, let's go attack these guys, and they didn't know what it was. These are in 2 different groups, the CL and CA, because they're different ship types, I guess. Northwest, huh? We are closing at least. We're also getting way too far away, probably. Hey, Dragon. It's going well. How are you? But yeah, our 2 ships are not close enough to support each other at the moment. I really just want to bring the enemy to battle. We did spot someone, apparently. At 607. Out this way? Honestly, I don't even remember. Was that a torpedo boat class? All right, so we're still at ×5, so it doesn't seem like we're closing the distance at all. Are we gonna have another waste of time? It would appear so. Great. Why are you ambushing me if you're not going to ambush me? Well, we haven't had any battles yet with battleships yet, Dragon. I don't know. I'm guessing they won't chase me if I turn around. I mean, I don't even know that they see me. So that's the other thing, is like, do they know where I am? I don't know. I guess it's smart to retreat with the CL anyway, because it was way too it was way too exposed. Yeah, this is just going to be another end battle with no collision. The game's punking me. Well, welcome to the stream, Frango. I'm glad you're here. Even if the AI doesn't want to fight me. Next time we'll try an auto resolve. We have those 4 TBs. We'll see what that does. That auto resolves on games like this make me nervous. I have torpedo boats, Sholo, so Small destroyers, if you will. We've unlocked 500-ton torpedo boats, but we haven't designed one yet. All right, so these guys are at 75% still after 2 turns, so I guess that's okay. It doesn't seem like they're burning too much fuel. They're about halfway across the Atlantic. War doesn't seem to be making any progress. Still 7,000 VPs versus 45. Okay, we've got a couple of battles that are going to come up this time. Convoy and ambush. Mark II 4-inch guns. 10 transports in the Caribbean. Greece signed an alliance with the United States. Does this mean they join our war? The people of Azores take up arms against Portugal. Okay, that's funny. Didn't it say Ponta? Oh, that was different. We were just transiting that way. So I don't think I'm at war with Greece at the moment. I'm not really sure. I don't know how this works. Are we at war with Canada too? I don't know. I do enjoy the pre-Dreadnought battles. All right. Fuel 72%. That fuel's not really going down very much. So we've got an ambush, 7 torpedo boats versus 2 CAs. And then we've got a convoy battle of 3 CLs and 5 TBs versus 1 CA and 3 CLs. That's interesting. So they've got an armored cruiser advantage over us, but we've got 5 torpedo boats that could even the odds. I kind of like that. I think that fight should be good. I think we can swarm the CA with the TBs. And frankly, that might be enough for a victory in that battle. The CLs might murder our TBs, though, so we have to be careful. And then we've got another one of these lots of enemy torpedo boats versus a handful of ships. But 7 is a lot, so maybe they'll try to attack me this time. I'm not going to auto-resolve 7 on 2. Okay. Smoke spotted to the south. Oh, was it an AI design, Dragon? Or are you saying historically, or? So our lead ship is the trashy design. And the second one is my golden design. There we go. There they are, boys. There they are. We've actually fired shots. Shots fired. Enemy torpedo boats. Are they really just going to turn and run away? Like, come on, guys. Use your damn numbers against me. It just looks like they're going to turn and run away. Bastards. We did a lot of damage. We had one. Holy shit, look at this guy. We got a single 5-inch hit on this guy, and he is not happy. He's a fire stem to stern. Or was. Oh, maybe that's why they're running away. Didn't they have a whole bunch of TBs, though? Wasn't it like 7? Did we only catch the end of the column? I guess in theory we'll at least get a victory if we damage their ship, right? Won't be like a large victory, but... Where are we getting hit from? How are they hitting me at that range? What kind of fire control they got on those TBs? And they're gonna run away. Bastards. We set that guy ablaze and we didn't even slow him down. What is that noise? Why is it giving me sound effects like I'm getting hit? And they're gone. It's giving me like sinking sound effects or something. It's weird. Well, I know. I was kind of disappointed too. If I was the AI, 7 versus 2, you're telling me you're not going to take those odds? And I don't know. I'm getting like breaking up noises in my head, like in my ears. AI needs to be more aggressive. So we did 5,000 damage on the enemy. The enemy got 3 hits on us, but did no damage. We had 1 shell penetration hit for 4,800. So we'll just turn and run away so we can get the end battle screen here. There should be a victory for us, but kind of a meaningless one. Wait, am I heading to the south now? I'm confused. Or maybe they were in 2 groups. Either way, it's a draw still. We did get 12 victory points, though. They had 1 damage to TB. Doesn't really matter. But it happened. 'Twas a thing that did occur. The other battle should be interesting, though. I think they'll fight that one. Someone's gonna have to protect a convoy. Okay. I'm kind of disappointed that I sent my ships into here and I didn't get any commerce destruction or anything. Okay, so we have 12 merchant ships. Actually, before we fight this, what's our current transport capacity? 187%. So we were at 200. So those 10 transports we lost were meaningful. They're going to be attacking us with 3 CLs and a CA. We've got 3 CLs and 5 TBs escorting 12 transports. That is a lot of fucking transports. Come on, boys. The U.S. Canberra. Yep. I don't know. Sounds like Australia. Then again, remember that they do get to call on Canadian stuff, so maybe Australia's Canada. I don't know. Look at that. Look at that pretty ass convoy. That's a pretty cool sight. I will at least acknowledge that is cool. That's like something you'd see in Silent Hunter. All those pretty transports just minding their own business. Ah. That's a terrible shot. Anyway. I wish it didn't do that. So what are we looking for? They are to the southeast, which is kind of up that direction. Our transports are turning away from the smoke. They're going to fuck with our pretty torpedo boat line, aren't they? Yeah, but that hasn't happened yet, Olkin. Nothing sunk yet. Does anybody else really wish this game had a better tutorial? I don't know if the tutorial's the problem. kind of feel like it's other things, but they're gonna collide. Don't collide. Ow! What you crazies? Good thing friendly ships colliding with friendly ships doesn't do anything. It's just like, hey, we just scratched the paint. Should have broke them in two, but oh well. All right, this torpedo boat is set to what? Screen? So screen the AI. All right, we're gonna use southeast is kind of this way. More collisions. Enemy smoke to the south. Okay. With our torpedo boats, we should be able to catch them either way. In theory. Pause. We're gonna cut them off. Look at this clown car method of sailing the fleet. All right, so they've got, here's their heavy with its stub guns. I think maybe we just charge in with the torpedo boats and see if we can get some hits. They're much faster than our CLs. No, that's definitely not a CL. That's definitely their CA. I haven't seen their CLs yet. They got to be around here somewhere, right? Enemy smoke spotted to the south. I think they're over here. You can see some smoke up here. So the CA, for some reason, was out leading the charge all by itself. Fuck. That one hit might knock this guy out of line. The problem is a stern chase for the torpedo boats is going to expose them to way more fire than I feel comfortable. Looks like our officer might be hurt too. We are in theory in torpedo range. We're going to also be dealing with the battery of CLs now hitting me too. He fired his torpedo already? Or someone did. Yeah, he did. One of them anyway. The funny thing is the torpedo is slower than the ship. So I can't even like cut my own ship out around him. And those are both gonna miss. Let's do this. Since he's way out ahead. Did this guy already shoot too? I can't see. Detach. Turn away. Does this guy have a double? He does. He's got 3 double mounts. We'll turn the torpedoes off for now. I don't want you launching quite yet. This is one of our newer TB designs. I can't get in and launch like I would like to. Although maybe the rear tube can fire here. Because of the angle of things. Oh, wait, pause. Okay. So we were gonna swing you left. Maybe get a broadside shot on this guy. Well, shit. I guess don't do that. Swing over to the right. You can't turn fast enough. Oh. That was like a direct point blank hit. Okay, now turn on torpedoes. Fire your damn torpedoes. They're on the rear of the ship. I don't understand sometimes. Okay, you could shoot. This guy at least fired his fish. 4 torpedoes. There was at least 1 dud there, I think, but it looks like we got 4 hits on this armored cruiser, so he is dead. For sure, pretty much. All right. Detach. And turn away. You've got no torpedo ammo left. This is where having a design light on fish hurts. Also, you don't shoot. Not at this guy. He's already dead. And our CLs are coming up here. You guys engage the Philadelphia. So I would think sinking the enemy CA. Torpedoes have trouble shooting in a turn. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, so he did fire his 4 fish. And I think they're all going to miss. Oh. 1 was a dud. 1 hit and it was a dud. Just great. There's another fish. Going the wrong direction here. Okay. Turn your fish off. You fired off all of your torpedoes. So we're going to get the guys who shot all their fish out of this damn battle. I'm assuming at least the Canberra is going to go down. But maybe that's a dangerous assumption. We will find out. All right, torpedo. Get the CL. There we go. Torpedoes are away. That CL's sinking already. Oh my god. Look at this ship. Fires everywhere. Okay, so this guy's got to get out of there. He's been damaged. I don't even know if he's got any rudder control left. So 2 enemy CLs are sunk, or an enemy CL sunk. I'm assuming the armored cruiser will sink here shortly. All right, so we have 1 torpedo boat left with any ammo, I think. Also, our light cruisers are... Oh, he just fired away a torpedo against the CA here. And it's a dud. You got hit by 4 torpedoes, dude. Your ship should be already sunk. And we're just continuing to just expend ammo and torpedoes. Another dud. Again, the angle might be part of the reason why, but... Are you going to sink? Right, all our torpedo boats are out of ammo, right? I think so. Looks like it. Why are we going so slow, boys? Speed the damn things up. Did one of the ships in the line lose its engines? It doesn't look like it. Partial pen fire. It's not just U.S. damage control big. It's damage control in general. Okay, you should be able to drive over this CL. It's sunk. Hey, look, there's a lifeboat. So we're going to get our TBs out of here. Okay, penetration and flooding. I think that's a new hull section, so she will sink, I think. Looks like just near the rudder. Five, 3. Oh, I thought those 2 streaks in the water were fish. Like torpedoes. Just sink already. There we go. Okay, so everybody engage the Vincennes. So the Canberra sinks. Now we can engage the enemy CLs. We have to be a little bit more careful because their CLs do have torpedoes. But I'm hopeful that 3 pretty much intact CLs against 2 enemy CLs will win. Then again, our designs are pretty terrible and their design looks much more competent. Unless, actually, is this one of my new ones? It might be. Suppose we could close the range and just try and fire some torpedoes. Our lead CL is not doing so hot. Look at all of those fires. Hey, who ordered the bonfire? Hey guys. I want the squadron to concentrate its fire, but I want you guys to actually hit something. Let's do this. Leon, you're way in the back here. Detach. And engage Langley. Close the range. Use your smoke. Smoke on the damaged Austria as well. Thank you for the follow, Nerb and Godzilla and Fup and Gazra and Lone. A little late on a few of you guys, but all right, so we did start one fire on the enemy ship. Our own fires look like they're mostly under control. We're at pretty long range for a lot of these kind of weapons too, like with fire control being what it is in this era. Pretty limited in accuracy for gunnery in this era. Partial pen, main tower damage, nice. All right, so we fired a torpedo off the Leon, headed toward the Langley. That looks like it could be a nice broadside hit here. These guys have tremendous accuracy for their torpedoes. Yeah! Got him. We'll see if that's enough to sink Langley. Let's turn away, too, in case the enemy fires any fish at us. I think we have a rear tube on them, too, so maybe we'll launch that, but... Alright, so we already ordered the turn. The enemy is firing their fish at us. We're turning away already. Turning into him might have been a better option. Reverse your turn. That's behind you. Looks like it blew up in our wake. Wonder if that's because the enemy ship was sunk. I wonder if you can't have your... Oh, God. What are you doing? All right. Austria's, I think, pulling out a line because she's too badly damaged. Lyon's its own thing. So Galicia is taking the lead. And we've just got the Vincennes left. Sometimes torpedoes just pop? Okay. Good to know. So you can still kill people from beyond the grave? We do have that one other torpedo boat back by this convoy that we never sent up to engage. Let's put Leon on the other side of the ship to avoid our friendly fire with torpedoes, because that, I believe, can happen. And so we're getting some nice hits here. Did they fire a torpedo? Did I fire a torpedo? I don't think anybody fired a torpedo. All right. Leon is firing a torpedo at Vincennes. Shit. All right, turn into it. I think at that range we're safe. I think part of the problem is the AI slows down. Oh, it was a dud. The AI slows down to... I'm assuming increase accuracy. Oh shit, that is gonna hit. No! Oh, we're gonna lose one cruiser. The AI slows down to limit damage, or to increase accuracy, I assume, which makes it very difficult to maneuver. We have a fairly good track record, the last hit notwithstanding, of avoiding enemy torpedoes. Okay. Anchor room, big whoop. No, man. Torpedoes on a small cruiser like this, she's gonna sink. Probably, anyway. This isn't World War II where ships have tremendous damage of torpedo hits that they survive. So they... Galicia sinks. Told you. Told you she's going down! We did lose a CL, but with the losses already sustained, we pretty much are guaranteed to win this battle. I'm tempted to turn Leon around to get her forward fish out, but I'm a little leery of doing that too at the same time. Because that'll make an enemy torpedo hit much more likely, I think. So we're going to turn away. If only that torpedo of ours wasn't a dud on that first hit on Vincennes, right? They're 3/4 of the way. Our funnel just got destroyed. Of reloading. I mean, we both kind of are. Alright, they are almost reloaded. I would think we'd be able to fire our fish. Oh, never mind. Doesn't even matter. She sinks. Oh, there you go. So a victory. Victory, victory, victory. We sank an enemy armored cruiser and 3 light cruisers. We lost 1 armored cruiser of our own and some moderate damage to a second. That's an unquestioned victory. We also kept our entire convoy safe from those dastardly Americans. And so another glorious victory for the Spanish cause. Silly Americans, you don't know nothing about boats. We've been sailing the high seas since the Spanish Armada. Wait a minute. Maybe not the example we wish to use. Anyway, 3 CL sunk and a CA. I'm glad that we had 4 crew members saved out of over 200 men lost on that one ship. Politics. So what does that put the Americans at now? They should be at 31 CAs, I would think. After this, maybe it doesn't update till after the turn. I don't know if these numbers are accurate. Okay. So which squadrons even fought in that battle? Oh, here. Whoa, 99 damage. Don Juan. Where is the damaged ship? All right, so no. Why are you at sea if you're damaged so heavily? I guess maybe the Don Juan is the sunk ship. Go repair, you dumbasses. Can you not repair when you're in the Caribbean? Maybe they don't repair till after the turn. Let's see what the next turn has in store for us. We get another battle. Curious where that one's going to be. Hey, it's going to be off the U.S. East Coast where we sent our fleet. Money sign, battle type, attacker, title, battle, large. Okay. So what I don't like is I would like to be able to minimize this. It would be nice to be able to close this. It doesn't let me do that. I don't know what delay would do. Success. All right, so it looks like the battle is going to be 1 CA and 3 CLs and 3 TBs versus 2 CAs and 7 TBs. Okay. Meanwhile, I really don't understand, by the way, why the game would kind of be like, can you even do this? All right. So did the Americans drop? They got 3 more armored cruisers. Is this like based on intelligence and maybe wrong? Or did they just complete new armored cruisers? Did they also complete 4 CLs at the same turn? Anyway, you can see we're winning. 9,700 victory points to 5,200, but I have no idea what the objective is in this war. Before we forget, what's the diplomatic situation? We did improve relations with Japan a little bit. Let's improve relations with France. Can I do anything with a naval invasion of the U.S.? No. Their naval prestige is 33 and highly respected, despite the fact that they keep losing to us. We're working on submarine experiments. Hull construction. What do we get in 4 months? Improved stiffening. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to fight this battle then. We've got the Pampano. Man, these tooltips are bad. Iron Priest class. So these are our new torpedo boats that I designed, and one of the Tetul. The Drega armored cruisers. So these are terrible. No, these are the good armored cruisers. These are the ones I built. All right, everybody, that's where we're going to wrap this episode up here. We've got a battle forthcoming, a pretty decent sized battle, at least in terms of the number of ships involved. We'll see how it plays out in the next episode. But I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. Leave your thoughts down below in the comments. It really does help. Ooh, I sound like a YouTuber now. But until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying thanks for watching, and I'm out.